Hey, hey, hey. I got some viewers. What's up, Benji? Feeling better. Feeling better. Still got some coughing going on, but I'm feeling better. and I'm still a little stopped up around the ears and stuff. It's causing all my teeth to ache a little bit. But other than that, I don't feel as down and weak as I did. So yeah, we're at it. We are streaming live on two destinations tonight, YouTube and Facebook. So if I get some YouTube viewers going on, I'll have to post, show the comments on the screen a little bit so they can see what's going on, some of the important stuff. Um, so I'm hoping my boy Billy Max will hop on the YouTube side for me, and if he's on there at the moment, let me know, Billy. Don't know if you've got on yet or not. So we're ready to roll. Should be a fun night. Gonna do an unboxing. I haven't even. Thank you, Ben. Um, should be a fun night. Gonna do an unboxing. I haven't even opened the box myself, so I don't even know what's in it. So we're gonna learn this together. Um, we'll show some other products. Hello, Mother. Big win for the Steelers today. A big comeback. Big win for the Bengals today. Beat a very decent Titan team, which surprised me. Joe Burrows is looking good again today. He is going to be a very solid NFL quarterback. So he keeps up these kind of numbers, he may even get a reserve role in a Pro Bowl. That would be awesome. That's what I'm hoping for. So got a few viewers trickling in here. So let me know if how my audio is. If I gotta need to work on that a little bit. Had a super fun day today. Even though I'm doing it with no sleep, I had to work an overnight shift in Summersville last night. So the Steelers in the house and they 7-0, and yes, they are. When they was down 17-7, I thought, it looks like they rattled off a few touchdowns there. Come back, good win today for them, for sure. Making things tough. Good job. All right, appreciate it, John. Glad it sounds good. Hoping to have some multiple guests in here this evening. I see Brian Wills is lurking somewhere. Hey, what's up, Brian? Glad you won. Yes, it was a big win for Cincinnati. That's for sure. That's for sure. They're starting to come along, and maybe it's way too late for them now, but they may be a headache for people that's going to be trying to get in the wild card and stuff. So get some confidence back. Joe Burrow's leading the way. It's good to see Giovanni running the football for them back the way he did a few years ago. I mean, Titans not a easy team to run the football on. So looks like as a team they rushed about 150 yards, and that's pretty solid in the NFL, going up against the best of the best every week. So The Mountaineers put together their most complete game on Saturday. Took out a very good Kansas State team. And when I say took them out, they waxed them pretty good. Kansas State did not look like a team that beat Oklahoma. And in Oklahoma earlier in the season, so a pretty cool deal. Also, going to show you some new products from AFCO. If you never heard of AFCO, that's American Fishing Tackle Company. Puts out some of the best clothes for fishing or otherwise. Gonna show you something new for that tonight. Gonna show you a couple new products from Cast King USA, and one from Cast King, one from Extremist Outdoors, which is a sister company of Cast King. Real excited product I'm getting ready to order, and it may be in a few people's stockings this year come Christmas, because it will be handy dandy, that's for sure, especially since the winter is about on us. So pretty excited for that. So just waiting on a couple others to hop in here, and we're gonna add some guests here. Now, if I send you a link to jump on and you're willing to jump on, just you'll be hanging out down here at the bottom for just a little bit, because this software, I upgraded it, and it says that we can do this stuff. Looks like a Zoom meeting. We're gonna have a whole bunch of people in here, hopefully. So we're excited about doing that here in a second. Let's see if I can get someone invited up here. Let's see. Alrighty, just sent out another invite here. So I've sent out 2 invites. So, Brian Wills, did you get to have a day off today? But like I said, had to work last night, but I had already had some obligations for today, and we still made that happen. So I'm running with hardly any sleep whatsoever, but that's okay. I'll sleep here in a little while. So we're trying to have some fun. All righty. Good for you. Good for you. Glad you got the day off. That's awesome. I'm not sure where my sister's at, Mom. She may, I don't guess she's working, maybe. I don't know. But she usually hops on in here. She might have had another one of them long Walmart days. But looking at the screen here on the TV, the 49ers is trying to cut the lead to 10 to the Seahawks. Garoppolo took a walk to the locker room with a limp. I don't know what's going on with him. That would be a huge loss for the 49ers. Speaking of loss, I saw on Facebook today that the starting kicker, field goal kicker, and kickoff guy for West Virginia is out for the season, Evan Staley. But the guy that backup that came in did an amazing job yesterday kicking field goals. So looking for that. Joy's doing homework. Okay. So what kind of homework she be doing? Thought she took care of that 20 some years ago. Alrighty. I see one of my guests I've invited is sitting down there in the green. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened there. Oh, that's right. She did go back to school. I did. I do remember that now. All right, we're back in there. Um, Waiting on my other guest. We're gonna have two at the same time here in a minute, and possibly more. Okay. I should be back up now, Brian. I don't know what happened, but I had a little glitch. You never know what's gonna go down when you hit live. Yeah, I'm back. Back. So I don't know what happened. It said something went wrong, so I jumped right back on it again, and it came right back up. I didn't lose anybody, didn't lose my banner. Um, One of my guests is still sitting down there waiting in the green room. Um, Sorry, I didn't put any snacks down there for you, but we're getting ready to do that. But we got to go out today and sight in rifles today, and got everything zeroed in for the upcoming rifle season. And but we also got to shoot some ARs today too. That was unexpected. That was a lot of fun. That was actually my first time shooting an AR, so had a blast with that. So we had a good time. Got to shoot an amazing rifle today that I've always wanted a chance to. Thank you, Amber Knapp, for the love there, liking the video, and Benji, Brian, Mom, and John for giving it a like. That's awesome. If y'all would share this for me, that would be awesome. I know some of you already have, which is pretty cool. It was fun, Charlotte. It was fun. And we got to shoot an amazing rifle today called a Mossberg Patriot. It's a wood laminate, wood grain rifle. It was a 7 millimeter. That was an amazing gun. Balanced right, didn't hurt you to shoot it, and man, that thing was dead on. It awesome rifle. Um, that belonged to John's father-in-law. The beautiful, beautiful gun at that. Of course, I shoot a Ruger American 308, and she's still on. And we sighted in a couple others, some Savage Axes. And I'm one here to tell you, the Savage Axes for the money, you, I don't know how you can find a better value in a gun, especially if someone's just getting started out. That is an awesome shooting gun. And of course, Savage has been around for 100 years. So, awesome gun. It was we 30-06 and 270. Then we have like a community of guns within the family that we all use. So it's a pretty cool deal. But hello, Ben. What's up?
Another day, bud. In the book.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Um, just waiting on one other that I've sent that they called me about a minute ago. I went live that they was going to get on. They was in the middle of something. So we're gonna. I was waiting for my little buddy Landon to see if he'd get on with me. He gets real excited about these live shows and stuff. Young guy loves to hunt. Got awesome parents.
When you get a
Um,
special permit, shooting guns and all that, you get you a few of these.
show that. What caliber is that?
That's a belt three. They're actually in 5.56 rounds. Them green tip, them military rounds. Well,
Shoot the belt.
yeah,
I hear you. That's it.
I may or may not have a friend that's got a something that can shoot that.
I hear you. The only reason why I've never purchased an AR is because I would probably go broke buying ammo because I want to go out and blow stuff up and shoot 1,000 rounds every Saturday or something.
Dude, that's all you do with them, waste ammo. I would hunt with them and all, but
I
That's
hear
all
you.
they are, and that's all you do is waste ammo and tannerite.
I hear you.
Right. You know, there a couple of months ago, had them Savage Apples on sale for like $55 a piece
Where?
on clearance.
Walmart did.
Yeah.
You kidding?
No.
Man, I wish I'd have known that. I'd have bought as many as they'd have let me. Because that would have been some good Christmas presents right there. I'll tell you.
Absolutely. I know at our Walmart, one feller bought, I think, 11.
Wow.
They had those and the Remington Model 7.
Yeah. I'm not a real big fan of that gun.
The action on them, the bolt action on them's rough.
Yeah, well, the bolt's real loose in them. They seem to shoot okay. Now, whoever would buys that 300 Win Mag in that gun is crazy because you're gonna get your jaw broke.
About the same as the 7mm mags.
Yeah. So I mean, it was $55. Wow. I would have loved to have got my hands on that. Man, I probably won't sleep tonight, even though I'm tired as all get out.
Yep.
So
They done away with all the older models where they're coming out with the new ones.
yeah.
Clearanced out a pile of them. Then they had some of the Henry fractions
Hmm.
on sale for 200. They was 278, I think.
Yeah. Hmm.
800.
Wow. $55. I won't get over that. That may scar me. I get my hands on that.
Yeah.
Um, did your Walmart go into a frantic and yank all the ammo and take it to the back and the guns and stuff?
I had to. You can still buy it,
Right, but did
but it's all in the back. Yeah.
yeah. So when I was leaving Summersville this morning, I went by the Walmart in Summersville. They had done the same thing,
Yeah.
but they still had a little bit of ammo out there, but it was mainly shotguns.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. That's true, Junior. It is not. Um, I shoot a 308 for the reason for because I can get out there a little farther if I have to. It's not bad in the brush either, but it's not going to knock really.
Yeah.
Um, Now I love a 30-06, but if you can deal with black shoulders, that's okay. But when sighting them in, we have a Caldwell lead sled that best investment I ever made in my life for sighting in guns and stuff.
Yeah.
That so we weren't getting smacked around. We was also shooting a little pink cricket today too. That was pretty cool. It was pretty funny after hearing all the guns going off and it was ringing your head and that little cricket goes off and sounds like a cap and a little cap gun in your back of your kid.
That whole big $55 buy come out with guns. I
Wow.
got that 7mm mag, and I got and
Wow. They had it in a 300 mag?
they had it, but I didn't get one.
Yeah.
That's
I,
7
I
bigger than
I
I want.
I haven't really ever wanted a 300 win mag. I don't grizzly hunt or things like that.
Well, I deer hunt with a 270 Remington Model 700 BDL2.
Yeah.
Had it since I was 6 years old. So
I hear you.
got tried for.
Well, yeah, well, that's probably one of the most truest guns ever made. Um, is that Model 700 BDL. Now, though, if you try to get one and someone's got one and it their value is way up there, and it's especially if it ain't got a mark on it and it's got some of the ones that had the special stocks um, now behind the trigger. It's just that people want a lot for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now your audio a little bit there, Ben's breaking up every now and then, but catching good bit of it though. Oh,
Fall trout stockings went pretty good though.
yeah,
Trout.
yeah. They really did pipe stem good, didn't they? I've been not only you, but I saw pictures of a bunch of the people catching some broods out there now.
Monsters. We went up there to fish before we even knew they was stocking, and seen all the fun stuff up there. The governor had all kinds of stuff, but it was
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there was probably not enough trout niblets to go around. I don't think the way it looked, so many stringers of fish and people catching the big ones and stuff. Unreal.
You go up there and they're still. You see them swimming. I mean, 10 foot off the bank. Some
Almost like
monsters.
kids fishing day or something. Or like what they do over here at the trout hatchery during the dandelion festival. Now that's where they put in some monsters. Every fish you catch is 25 inches or bigger.
Yep.
I was like, wow, unreal.
Oh yeah.
So, a lot of deer been hitting on the road. I'm thinking that rut might be in.
Starting a lot of does moving now.
Yeah. Oh, there's our third live guest. There's old John hanging in there. So John was with us today and we were shooting guns. Had a blast with that. It was just awesome. He's a waving. Finally got in there. So pretty cool.
What's fun?
So John's got an AR 308 coming to hunt with. That ought to be pretty cool. That'll
Keep
be, huh?
keep it clean.
Yeah. Yeah. That thing ought to be super smooth.
Yeah.
Junior says my third guest, not sure if he's alive or not. So
My Florida, he's alive. I'm working on it. I've got to figure it out on this laptop here.
yeah. I'm was looking for one other really young fella, and I was going to see if he'd want to come on with us, but he hadn't showed up, which surprised me. Okay, he must have either he forgot or something like that, because I don't have sorry about that. I was getting a message from one of my fraternity brothers. But told Billy he must have either forgot about it or what.
Did he get out of Facebook, Jim?
No, but he can go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Let me message him up here. But because he was out with us today, having a good time.
Yeah,
No,
he was tickled about them ARs.
oh, let me tell you that tickled me. Let me message him up here.
Dude, you get a lot of money tied up in them ARs real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a truck. You start out with something simple, and next thing you know, it's completely different. You can build you another one out of just parts off your original.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 3 of them and another one on the way.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't type.
Can't see half the time, can you?
No, I can't see. But I got a new box in for Monster Bass.
Tell me what I can catch your fish with.
Okay, that'll work. I just messaged old Billy and told him to hop on. Got the new Monster Bass. I might make myself smaller here and
Make yourself bigger, make this smaller.
that's a little better right there, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah, we can get the whole view here.
Yeah. So got the new Monster Bass box. This was actually the October box. Let me get this baby open. Announcement that the boxes, that stuff coming in, are getting ready to go away, and they're going to be using plastic zippered up like bait bags. Because he was starting to wonder where everybody's putting all these boxes. So when I open one of these, this is what I start to look at. Right there, that's the beginning of it. Should be a card in there, but Rick, the CEO of Monster Bass, at one time was the CEO for Lucky Tackle Box. I'm sure y'all heard of Lucky Tackle Box. They he came up with this idea of having regions in the country and picking pros to that live in those areas, fish that areas that, first of all, he likes people who are big names in guiding for fishing. Because if you're a good guide and people keeps coming and you can't take everybody because there's too many, that means you know what you're doing. People have been catching fish. So he's got one of those people in each region, and they select baits for your area for that time of the year, and which is really good because the Lucky Tackle Box, you just didn't know what half that stuff was or where it was coming from or the name brand, and you always get name brand stuff. But Rick is also a bait designer, and his first bait here is a square bill crankbait, which is in a bluegill color. You can see that it's pretty sharp, isn't it?
You got red hook, one red hook.
He is famous for one red hook in the front and one in the back. So I'm gonna take this, if I can get it out of here, out of the box, so you can see it better. Square bill. I mean, that's pretty sharp with the colors and stuff on it. And these are awesome. These are fished a little bit differently than your traditional crankbaits. You fish these pretty fast. You want to bang them off
Yeah.
you want to bang them off rocks, wood, whatever. You can get that ricochet and get a lot of reaction bites off this. You take down at Bluestone, we got a lot of rocky banks, and you just bring it in through here and just banging it off in rock, boom, boom, boom. Should catch some big smallmouth down here in Bluestone with something like that. That little bluegill right there. So that's called the hammerhead from the actual Monster Bass Company, and Rick designs those. Um, he's a really awesome guy. And when he makes a mistake on something, he puts out a national video apologizing to everybody. So, and Monster Bass right now is the number one selling monthly subscription bass bait box. Now, everybody loves Strike King. So the next bait coming out is a bladed jig called the Thunder Cricket. This came out not too long after the Jackhammer from Evergreen and Z-Man. This bait here, this is the green pumpkin. I actually already have a couple of these. But Strike King made up the deal with Z-Man to make their own. And am I echoing?
Not that I hear you.
Okay. I don't have any headphones. They say that's what fixes that. But the Thunder Cricket, these run normally about $12 new in your stores. Now the jackhammer is about 16.99, $17 a piece, but um, everybody fishes with a jackhammer and catches fish on the pro circuit. But the Thunder Cricket is a you want to fish these probably on about a 7 foot, 7 foot one rod with a real about 7-to-1 gear ratio on it. Probably real good for that. A really good rod would be just any of your worm and jig rods would really be good for this. Um, I wouldn't fish this on a crankbait rod. You wouldn't get the right action out because too much parabolic being in a crankbait rod. But these right here can be awesome for catching big bass, grass. When the grass in like down at Bluestone and other places is about a foot underneath the water, just burning that right off that grass. It's a good way to catch your fish. Here's a jerk bait from Reaction Strike. It's called the XRM80. And the cool thing about this is that there is a guy who's well known across the country. His last name is Messer, and his company's called Messer Baits, but he paints baits. Like you can send him crankbaits and tell him exactly how you want them, and he'll paint them. And he's known all over the fishing industry. This is one of his designs. It's like a baby bass type deal. Maybe more of like a baby spotted bass with the broken across there. But Rick from Monster Bass purchased this collar. So now with Monster Bass will be the only place that you'll be able to get this pattern. But this would be a real good bait where there's not a whole lot of bait fish in, and bass are cannibalizing on themselves. This right here could be an excellent bait.
Is that like a mint green? What it looks like.
Kind of like that, but sort of in the baby bass color
Yeah.
that you like we use in those Zoom flutes that do very well. Kind of like that.
That right there would be good up Tuckahoe. I don't like giving out secrets, but that there, I've cut a lot of them off of just like that.
Yeah, this also it's not a bad cold water bait. A lot of people believe you only use jerk baits during the cold water, but Kevin Van Dam, the king of jerk baits, proves that all wrong. So the word's out about your foot now.
Well, my foot's fine, yeah.
Okay, vicious fishing. Um, Here is a crankbait called the MC65. It's 2.5 inch, weighs half ounce, and it dives 4 to 8 inches. And the color is another bluegill color. And let me get this one out of the box. Better. Check this baby out. Check the colors out on that one. This dives 4 to 8 feet. So this would be excellent if you find them suspended in that range and bring that baby through there. Got a little bit rattle to it, but this is from Vicious Fishing, and I'm not like a lot of guys got a pool to do test these baits out in and do YouTube videos like that, but it's got an awesome paint job on it though, for sure. So
Bright colors.
yeah, medium diver, 4 to 8 foot crankbait on Vicious Fishing. So I used to only know Vicious Fishing back in the sporting goods days at Walmart for fishing line and things like that. But they've gotten into the bait making, and Rick wouldn't put it in the box if he didn't think it was an awesome bait. So right there, that's definitely during the bluegill spawn, things like that. would be probably a good bait there for that.
Yeah, Junior, I'm still in the same place.
Yeah, post spawn. Let's see here. Now we got some plastics going. This sticker here is a picture. It, Ben, I thought maybe you like that. It this is a picture of Alex Rudd. He's the pro down in the South, and he's well known on the Tennessee River chains. He's a great guy. Wins a few tournaments. He's also a school teacher, and so I don't know why the decal came. I don't know if that'll go on my truck or not, but I only will put it may go on my kayak though. But the next three baits here is they're soft plastics. That's my go-to stuff. That's what I'm most confident in. This is from a company called River to Sea, and River to Sea makes a pretty popular topwater bait out there called a whopper plopper. So this company's made this bait here. It's a creature style bait called a Mad Yabby ultra durable creature bait. Punching, flipping, and used for a trailer. 3/8 ounce length, 5-inch, slow sinking. Let's pull one of these out here. A Mad Yabby. I do know who River to Sea is. This is a crawdad style bait. I'm thinking
Is it a brown or black?
this here color is got a lot of blue and black. It's called a midnight. The blue and black would be good for stain water.
Yeah.
Turn around, you see the blue. It's got some flash in it. You can fish this many different ways. I'd say that be you can drag that on a Carolina rig. You can punch it, you can flip it using those type of flipping hooks and stuff. You can straight Texas rig that thing, probably about a 5/0 hook, and looks like it's probably got a little bit of action, and it'd probably be good on the back of about a half ounce or 1 ounce chatterbait, jackhammer coming in behind that in the black and blue color. So that could be pretty deadly. But I mean, I throw all different kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, it's plastics for me. That's what I'm most confident in. Texas rig, things like that, just like what I started out learning to do. We got looks like we got a Cinco style bait from a company called Bama Baits. Um, they're a fairly new company that's getting really, really popular down in the South. And then I happen to already have some Bama baits that come in from earlier boxes. But this right here in a soft plastic, this is your Cinco style worms. You're gonna see this on a hook, on one of my hooks, probably more than you will anything else. Is a Cinco style bait. Right now, I'm really big into the missile baits. I just went blank. The 48 it's called. And that bait's puts that 48 different ways to fish it, but we fish it by putting a nail weight right in the end here, and then Texas rig it on the other side. So when you pull it up, it swims right back to the same place. And it's been pretty deadly, isn't it, John?
Yeah, it's been
A lot of bites, but a Cinco style worm has probably caught more bass in tournaments and probably won as much money as any other bait in a tournament. And I know everybody goes for the Gary Yamamoto's. What's up, Greenbrier Outdoors? How you doing? Glad to see you on here. I was just getting ready to talk a little bit about you because you got a customer in the live stream. Actually, that's not who I'm talking about. That's Billy Max.
Yeah, that's Billy.
Okay. I thought that was the store. I'm going to get them in on this thing too. So, Billy, tell me, how are you seeing me okay? can you see my live guests? Let me know.
Junior, the AR that I got coming is a Aero Precision, and I bought the parts from Green Mountaineer Guns, and all I'm waiting on is a handguard and a barrel to finish building it. It's been on order for like 2 weeks. Whenever I get it, I'll be finished with it. There's going to be a fixed stock 24-inch barrel.
Okay, cool. Billy says that he can see my live guest. Can y'all see his comments, John?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. Because it says YouTube. Ben, can you see my YouTube content guy down there at the bottom? Greenbrier Outdoors. Can you see that on yours?
No.
Okay. Well, that's odd. But I wonder if this will work. I'm gonna try something, Billy Max. I'm getting ready to send you an invite. I want to see if this will work. So I don't know if it will or not. So let's see if it'll even let me.
Junior, it's going to be a 308. 762 by 51. Something I can bear hunt well, deer hunt well.
Okay. Got one more bait left in here, and then I'll go over to. I got a card. Well, actually, in some hooks, but I got a card in here that'll tell us what the cost of these things are. This is from Bruiser Baits, and it's called a Crazy Crawl Okeechobee Crawl. It's the color. It's called a Crazy Crawl, and I've had some good luck with Bruiser Baits, the Bruiser Bait brand, in the past, and that's the thing I like about this box is that when I open it, everything in it I'm confident fishing with. Problem with other boxes I've had, I wasn't very confident in what was coming in. Don't know where to come from. Most of the time when you get bags of baits, you just got a partial sample bag, and where you get full bags with monster bass. But this is definitely a punching style bait, a flipping style bait. As you see, it don't have a whole lot to it, but it's got good action, and it's definitely yes, I smell it. But this is the Okeechobee Crawl color right here, and but definitely be a good bait to put on a punch rig or flipping the heavy stuff because it's going to shoot straight down to the bottom. Ain't gonna have a whole lot to catch on anything. So I like that style. It don't look like much of nothing, but you'd be surprised. And when you punching and flipping, and when it gets through that stuff, usually that's when you're gonna hit that bite pretty quick with that. So it's not gonna be where you gotta sit there and wiggle it and jiggle it. You could put this on a giant Ned rig head and probably do very well with that. Because that is now the new thing with the Ned rig is now they're going to giant heavy heads and using giant big baits and fishing like Ned rigs, and they're catching monster bass down at Lake Gunnersville and places. There's a guy on YouTube called Mikey Balls. Mikey Balls Fishing. Go follow him, and he has a video on the giant Ned rig, and pretty cool. But difference down there is they have pea gravel bottoms, sandy bottoms. We got rocky bottoms, and I can't afford all those Ned Rig heads. I'm gonna lose them like crazy. But the little card that came in is going to tell you about these baits. As a matter of fact, um, the Thunder Cricket is listed in here as 14. Now, what's the Thunder Cricket we talked about a little while ago? The bladed swim jig, which is awesome. The reaction strike jerk bait with the Messer one patented color scheme here on that. There's the baby bass. It is $9 for that bait. The see what I did with some of this stuff. That square bill. Oh, right here. This square bill, the Monster Bass brand, $8 for that. The Vicious Fishing crankbait, also $8. The River to Sea Mad Yabbies, $5 a pack. That's a pretty good sized pack of stuff right there for $5. The Bama baits in the set baits, $4.75. Can't beat that because the same amount of worms in the Yamamoto is about $8 for a pack of those.
Yeah, they seem like they go up every month.
Yeah, and the bruiser baits, those were $4 for a pack. Now it come with some hooks, and these are called the spear point hooks. This is something I've never seen before. Weird looking. Let me pull one of these out of here. It's very odd looking. I started seeing these style type of hooks come out for drop shotting. But these are a little bigger than that. I guess they hook a little better, but these are an offset worm hook who kind of got bent up on the way here.
Yeah.
But that's how they look. And looks like that the bend's going straight up here on the barb, right down there at the barb. So, but it says it's got a spear point style head. I don't know if you can see that, but that little barb, I'm probably out of focus. But the little barb, it looks like a spear, and it feels pretty sticky. But it's an offset worm hook. Now I don't know if you're going to tear up some of these gentle plastics trying to, get that up on the hook.
Take one of them Seikos put on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be an idea here. Let's see. We'll see how. All right. And this is a a number 2, 3/0 size. Okay, it's got different sizes. Let's get a little bigger one. It's called a spear point. I'm telling you, okay, this is the larger one. You can see that. Huh. Looks like me trying to make origami on paper clips. so, so here we go. We'll bend that in there and just come out with that. Now we're going to follow the map and go around the Monopoly board.
Raise your hands.
Huh?
Raise your hands. There you go.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to get used to this one of these days. So here's where I've gotten so far. So, of course, we're going to bend it up just a little bit, come back through. All right. Let me see if I can. I might have to take a class. But that's a wild looking right there.
Where's the point sticking up there?
I got the point coming up through the egg sac right there. And it's inside the bait. Now I didn't bring it through the top, but I'm going to try that now. Let's see if we can skin hook this baby. Okay. Now there's the skin hook. So it lays on top of that hook there, and it's got a little bit. Oh, did you see that? Watch when I bend, all of a sudden, and boom, right into that hook. That is pretty cool because I just running like this is the lip of the bass. And boom, out. So it may be something to that. So that's pretty cool right there. That's a spear point wide gap hook. I don't know where they're out of. Let's see if I can see that. V grip, it's called. It has 95% of everything else in fishing. It's made in the out in the Orient and made in Korea, but that looks pretty cool. We'll have to try that out. And they went for $3 a pack, so they're right in there with the Gamakatsus and the Eagle Claw lasers or the Trocars, which they're more expensive than just $3. But that's called a spear point hook, and it came in a variety pack. So that's pretty cool.
A lot of black and blue this month, ain't there?
Yeah. I'm not sure why that is, because basically for the fall fishing, you want to match the hatch. Basically, what I'm saying is whatever you have in your lakes and stuff, that's what you want to match because they're trying to get fattened up for the winter. So especially, I mean, I'd say a swim jig matching whatever is in your waters, matching that up would be excellent. Right now, this time of year, they're talking about A rigs. I never could throw one of them very well. I don't know if it's unlimited hooks in West Virginia or not. Somebody said hello from my YouTube channel. You see that?
Yeah,
With my name.
yeah.
I wonder who that is.
I was going to ask you.
I don't know. Unless that is, I do know who it is. That is Robert.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee that is Robert because he goes under my account for YouTube. Um, so that's who that is. What's up, Robert? Can you see all my guests? Wonder what happened to Landon tonight. I was gonna try to bring him on live with us.
I talked to his daddy earlier, and him and little Chucky was putting a new door on their house. So I don't know
okay.
if that's still what they're doing. Or he says a little.
I don't know what that means.
A little what?
Let's see. I got 2 viewers on my YouTube and 6 on Facebook right at the moment. So I'm guessing Billy and Robert. So that's pretty cool that it works out that way. The only thing is that they can't see the comments from the Facebook side when you're over there. But what I'm going to do is show him where I can pop that up, and then they can see that.
Yeah.
And let's see. Now I can hide that. So, and here's how, and here's what got asked earlier. So, but yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I did recommend me to actually log on to YouTube and then share this to Facebook. But if you log straight into YouTube, they require you to have like 1,000 followers before you can go live.
Hmm.
And that I don't know why. Then you can get on StreamYard here, and I think I can go up to 3 different destinations on here. There's Twitter. There's Twitch. I don't even know what Twitch is. I don't want to catch the Twitch. I don't want to be twitching. I had enough of that last week. All that pain going up down my jaws. I was doing like this, trying to shake that stuff loose, and somebody thought I was having a seizure. You're over twitching. And I forget, Periscope, I think, is another one. You can go live on LinkedIn. You just can't share out of LinkedIn, I don't think. So, or show anybody your. Robert, you should have came down and shot with us. We had a blast today. Shooting John Moon's ARs. Should have come on down. But I appreciate your help today with those propane tanks. I couldn't have done it without you. That's for sure. Those things get heavy when they get filled up. Those 100-pound tanks, dude. What do you say? Like 170 pounds or something like that for a 100-pound tank? It's full. I'd have probably had some trouble, but it's working. But I only got it on low, and I ain't got nothing else on heat wise, and I can tell it's getting chilly out. So I'm gonna have to crank it up just a little bit. But alrighty, something new that I ain't even told John about yet, or Robert even. It's come from Cass King since the winter is coming, and especially when the snow hits and it freezes over and it's icy, and or you get one of those freezing rainstorms, and you're trying to figure out how you're gonna walk across that thing. So you start doing like professional ice skating and twirling around and all this stuff. Whew. I want to tell you what this. It's not only got that crazy little paint job, it's got some sticky hooks. Cause I just had to pull it out of my knuckle. But we'll see if I can share this. But they got an item out that is really going to be very helpful that you put on your shoes to help you get through the snow and the ice. It's from Extremist Outdoors, and let me see if I can bring this up. I tried to fix it to where. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna share this now. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go back to the. Can you see this right here
Yeah.
where I'm moving the picture around and it's getting bigger?
Yeah.
Okay, you see those cleats? They look pretty awesome. They're running for right now. There's a coupon for 15% off. They got them from large boot size from 8 to 10, and then 8.5 to 11 in the women's, and medium 7 width to 8. Um, extra large 11 to 14, women 12 plus. 23 individual spikes on each foot, flexible silicone frame, tensioning straps, and storage bag. Um, they look like pretty awesome item coming out from Extremist Outdoors. Man, it looks pretty cool. So y'all can see when I go through each picture that's popping up like that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So there's a lot here. Safe traction on ice and snow. 201 stainless steel. Easy and comfortable to wear. I mean, so that could be more stocking stuffers right there this year. But that's the Extremist ice cleats, snow safety traction cleats. Coming with it just came out from Cass King and Extremist Outdoors, which is pretty cool. So, alrighty. That's pretty cool that sharing that screen works like that. That's pretty cool. Um, so I'm gonna order a pair of those. and watch it not snow at all this year because I did that.
There's several places to do some ice fishing.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah. Um, Besides me talking about this next company called AFCO, how many of y'all heard of AFCO before me running my mouth?
No.
I would say AFCO for all these years when I was in Richmond, Virginia area, calls all the closest to where they drop boats off for the Bassmaster Classics and stuff on the James and the FLW Cups and all that. I was closest Walmart to that, and I was matter of fact, I was Spark manager TLE for like 7 years over there, and of course Castor Oil had all the marine products and things, so all these fishermen would come in and stuff. But I would see AFCO on a lot of the fishermen's clothing, stickers on boats, and come find out they've been around for 50 some years. And but they have a line of clothing, fishing clothing, and stuff like Under Armour stuff. That's just amazing. But you don't pay the Under Armour prices. One of their line of clothes is called a Reaper. It's uh it's a big hoodie with Velcro pockets, one big pocket with Velcro on each end so stuff don't fall out. And it's got a built-in face mask that also come on top of your head, built right into the hoodie. And I just got their new um, camo one. I have another one to fish in, but I just got the new camo one right here. If you can see that, it's from AFCO. Um, but right here, sticking up is the that pulls up over your face, and I don't know if you can see this, but it's got breathe holes also, so you don't smother to death in it. But the pockets I was talking about right here, you can see that it's not your typical style Velcro. See how it works? I mean, and it keeps stuff from falling out of the pockets, and it grips really hard. But it's awesome. I have it's gonna make a great base layer for on them days if like bow hunting season, early bow season. It's cool in the morning. This is gonna be awesome. The inside of it is like fleece lined. It is great, and it's got these kind of if I can do this strap ins where you can pull it tight and then hit the button instead of having to time the air or through a loop or something like that. Is it pretty awesome? Now, Under Armour sells something very similar to this, and I think I saw their price tag at around 120 for that. And so I'm gonna pull up that. I'm gonna share their page real quick and show you the pretty because stuff like that, no matter where you buy it, it's not the cheapest thing in the world. But when you after you buy it and you wear it, you just forget about what you paid for it. Let's see if this will pop up. You see that right there? $79. The Reaper Mossy Oak Camo sweatshirt. And they have they have different kinds of Reapers here, but as you see, it's got a great pattern. You see the mask right there. See the Velcro things I was talking about. It's just awesome stuff, and also they make. Let me get this here. Monster Bass sells an AFCO hoodie. Um, a good base layer that will wear over top in the early mornings when it's cold. But if you'll look at, it's called a hexatron, And if you look at that material right there, you want to talk about a moisture wicking uh, material that keeps you cool but also warm when needed is from Monster Bass. And on the backside, and it says it's got the AFCO logo on it. And then it's got the big logo on the back. So I mean, it's pretty cool stuff. It's just good quality clothing. Um, and I wouldn't say so unless I bought it myself. Now, if I would have bought it and then and I couldn't stand it or it's junk and I spent that much money, you ain't gonna see me on here talking about it. I'm gonna be too embarrassed and feel stupid for spending that kind of money on it. But um, but I wore it, and you've seen my other one, Jonathan, the Reaper. It is just
It's
amazing.
fine.
It's amazing. It just it feels good on you. I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I like to promote what I believe in, but I'm not real articulate when it comes to the guy in the car commercials that spits off everything in a minute.
Mhm.
I'm not. I can't do that because I trip over and fall on the floor and want to hide. Last week I showed you about the Cass King hoodie. I actually remembered to bring it home from work, but this is the front of it. That purple Prime One camo. It's and even inside the hood, it's got that real slick. And on the back, boy, that wind's getting up out there.
Yeah, it's cold.
Normally I can't hear anything in here, but boy, I can hear that. And it's got on the back of the Cass King along the shoulder. It it's this one's really warm, and you can see the type of material inside. And this is more like your basic hoodies you see from different companies, but without the price. It only runs $39.99. Where most of these companies want 49, 59, sometimes $60 for a hoodie, just cause their logos on it. But same thing, affordable innovation. It gets made. It's an e-commerce company, so nobody else's hands touches it but UPS. So you get all that savings from that. Um, where Walmart's able to sometimes give you good savings is because Sam Walton bought all the middlemen, so they worked for him, and they own and he bought all the warehouses instead of renting them. So that's where how in the beginning where they was able to beat everybody in cost. Now the way they do it is that I'll take every single drop of Pennzoil 10W30 you got and don't give it to nobody else. and then you give me a deal on that. So I mean that's a little extreme, but that's kind of what it is. I mean I'm sure they buy more cases of Pennzoil 10W30 and probably AutoZone and Advanced Auto together. I mean, especially in your big cities where there's so many people that cut grass for a living and need to change for the 30 weight oil, need to change your oil like once a week. So they're cutting so many yards every day. So, because I know I used to have them lined up when I was in the Mechanicsville area, pallets of oil, special ordered every week. And I'm sure you probably get some of that too, don't you, in the Beckley area?
Absolutely.
That and your RV antifreeze was huge over there.
Cases.
Yeah, and then your Admiral batters, big sellers, big sellers. So I was part of that business for a long time in TLE. And then when I came to West Virginia, they already had a department manager, so I was out there taking orders, and that's how I met Mister Earhart over here. Brandon, he went on to be a postmaster in the post office. And now he's moved to the state of Washington, him and his wife has. So a lot of them's come and gone out there. I see old Hendrix is still working out there. And of course, Bobby still out there. He'll never leave that. I think he just keeps that for the insurance because he'd be busy enough. Him and his brother would be fixing cars, because because people like him. So um, I don't know. I mean, I could work in an oil shop again. I just don't think I could work for Walmart, to be honest. And in that I'll say Lewisburg Walmart. How's that?
One of my favorite techs I had for me for a while over in Beckley was a young feller named Tyler White.
hmm
He's actually the junior state champion bass fisherman.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he's got some big sponsors.
I hear you. But so he's over 18 now, right? Okay, because he probably couldn't accept any of that money when he was under 18. But well, that's pretty cool. I always wanted to get out there and battle it out in a tournament, but never did get to. This job I'm doing now keeps me from that most of the time. Or when I can, it doesn't rain so hard that Bluestone looks like mud pie.
That's Bluestone about every other day.
Yeah, so and I know if you can get right up against the bushes and stuff and just take your time, you can catch a few like that. But
That's a hard lake to fish.
yeah, it can be. I think you got to find schooling bait fish and find them feeding on 'em, and then work those schools. Is a good way to catch them, and probably the grass. Um, when the grass is like a foot below the surface of the water, shoot something across it like a swim jig or chatterbait or something like that. Probably be good. But that when that water gets deep and it's clear and you can see all the way to the bottom, probably drop shot. The only other way I imagine.
I still
Um,
think there's better fishing in the New River.
yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Even the Greenbrier, especially down that way.
Yeah.
Up here, the floods done filled in all the holes, man. It's terrible.
There ain't no river up here anymore.
Mm-mm. It until you get the Willowwood. Once you get the Willowwood, it picks back up.
But outside of Alderson, it starts getting a little better.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
You get with me sometime and look to see where I live. It'll blow your mind.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we're glad to all come down here. All come down here. You got any of that? Can you still get any of that good clear stuff? uh, I think that answered my question. uh, so the next question, since I asked that one and you gave me that look, is that you got a place to hook up where we can set a camper because we probably won't be able to come home.
Sure, sure.
I hear you. Going to work on a possible lease of some land not too far. Well, about middle ways between Hinton and Meadow Ridge. So,
That plan's out. Hopefully it will.
yeah,
What do you want? Hunting land?
300 or 400 acres.
Yeah.
You got some access to some leasable land.
I might blow your mind. If you, like I say, you should get with me, hook up one day. I'll show you some nifty
Okay,
little things.
I hear you. Yeah, I like the reason I like the lease is then you got a contract stating that you can post it and you can tell who comes on, who can't, things like that. Um, Instead of paying the money but everybody else still on it too. You know what I'm saying? That's the good part about leasing is that then you can set up a system where you know where everybody's at in the club or whatever. A number your stands, and then when people come in, got a box or something hanging, they pull out which number the stand they're going to be in, so you know that stand's not being used, so or being used, so you go to a different one or whatever. Where otherwise it might as well be just public land, and you paid a bunch of money on public land, so that'd be all right. Let me see something here. Okay. Um, so Billy and Robert must still be watching because it's showing I still got two viewers there. But I'm on StreamYard. This software also they do live shows to help people who's using the software learn how to use it and how to grow it and all that. So I'm gonna start watching. I say the temperature's dropped 10 degrees since I've started this thing because I can tell just here in the house.
Yeah, it's cold. I know. It's
It's
not,
letting me know that I forgot to put any plastic up yet on the windows. So I'm gonna have to do that. But,
I went back up to Walmart there and dropped my daughter off with her mother, and the wind was just howling up there. I couldn't stay out long.
wow. Yeah, I won't be and you forgot something up here the other day, John. Just if you can realize what you might be.
Oh yeah,
Okay. And so tomorrow at work probably won't be a day going out doing home visits. It's supposed to be windy again tomorrow, I think, and only in the 30s.
yeah.
So
We're
let's go get in the 70s and screw everything up. One of them days you gotta whack them, then you gotta skin them for you, and then stack them because
yeah,
gotta get them on ice quick. I like I like shooting the crap after you kill one. You're sitting around and you know
yeah, just like Thanksgiving Day last year.
yeah, that was pretty cool. John dropped a big old 8 point on Thanksgiving Day. It was a pretty cool deal. Took a little work getting that one.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna get away.
Yeah, yeah, that them kind of opportunities don't come along too often. So,
Big side by side and big win.
have we been on here for over 2 hours?
9 or 18.
Okay, actually, mine says 2 hours and 18.
Mine's
It's,
at
it's
18.
20 minutes after 9. You not change the clock.
Mine's at 8:18.
Nope, it's 9:18. Wow. I've had some fun here tonight, but I got to be up quite early in the morning and do some work. It's got to be turned in before 8 o'clock, emailed in. So I'm going to try this again. And I'm going to see if I can make YouTube my main page the next time and then let Facebook be the secondary. I don't know if I can do that or not, but we'll see. Just trying to practice with this. And I'm hoping if I can get a hold of him, he's a pretty busy guy, but somebody you probably know, Ben, that one time was a grand champion or state champion taxidermist down there in Hinton. So I want to get him on. Um, blow your mind fishing for muskies with fly rod.
That's what I want. I'm gonna get buy a fly rod off of him. That's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, phew, that
Maybe
might
a fight.
might take some savings.
Yeah,
They probably custom made, I imagine.
I'll have to not buy an AR for a little while. I'll have to buy a fly rod.
I mean, but I'm gonna try to get in touch with this week and see if he'll hop on because he'll tell you about the fishing on the New River. They pay him $450 for 3 hours to go out there. So. Not our crew. These are people from out of state.
I'm pretty sure I seen him. We went down when Dad bought the riverboat. That boat he just got. We went down there, and there was two guys in an aluminum, funky looking aluminum rowboat. Had the side,
Big, like a big V, like a
like a
almost
big
like
banana.
a fortune cookie kind of deal.
Yeah, like a big banana boat looking thing. And
Those are the best boats to fly fish out
that's what they was doing. They was fly fishing for muskie down there.
of. Yeah,
They had one had a big green fly and one had a big pink one, about
yeah,
12 inches long, throwing around through there.
yeah. And his name be Claire Lyons.
Yeah.
He was a fraternity brother of mine. His dad, him and his dad and his brother run that Bluestone taxidermy down there in Hinton. And then when the father passed away, um, they sort of went different ways. But from what I understand, Claire still does a little bit of that. And but they got he's part. He works for a guy named oh, I can't think his name. I can't believe it. Oh, he'd kill me. But anyway, their company, their outfitters. It's called Mountain Water Adventures, and that's store over here in White Sulphur. That's where it's based out of. Yeah. So I'm hoping to get him on, just to catch up also with him some. He's always told me he'd take me out there. Um, I just ain't never had a chance. They got some places out in Monroe County, um, for huge rainbows and stuff and browns, and then they got a place where you can catch brook somewhere. I don't know, up near some caves or something. I'm not sure, but I want to get him on. He's an awesome guy. He just you can't find a better dude. So so I want to get him on. I'm gonna try to catch up with him this week, and he's probably with the weather warming up. He'll probably get busy. So I don't know if he'll be able to find the time or not because he's making that money. See, he was at the Greenbrier as a guide. He got paid probably just the basic wage to guide fish, but his tips would be 10 times that. And he was taking out the vice president of the United States, the governors, whoever it was at the time, any of the celebrities that come in. When they went to Mountain Water Adventures, if I understand this correctly, a lot of them still call him to take them out. So he's doing well. And by looking at the architecture of that store and the design in that store, the way it's set up, it looks like something out of a $5 million mansion inside there when you look through the window. It's hard to catch them because they leave out early in the morning with their their guide trips and stuff because they leave the White Sulphur store and head to where they're going and stuff. But anyway, I think we're gonna wrap this up because 3 o'clock comes early tomorrow morning. That's my Monday morning wake up call. It's 3 a.m. and I ain't had any sleep for about a day or so. But we're definitely gonna do this again, and we're gonna. I was hoping I had some more willing people. As I wanted to see this look like a Zoom call when ESPN was doing Sports Center back when COVID hit, with about 8 or 9 people on one screen, and see how that worked, and have a good going back and forth with that. That'd be pretty good. And I'm glad nobody brought up the election. I don't need that in here. That would have been. I mean, it was pretty cool watching the Trump train yesterday, and not saying that's who I voted for, but I mean, it's just neat seeing that people all getting together and having fun like that.
Yeah, no problem started either. I mean, that was
No, there wasn't no problems. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
all peaceful.
All righty, guys. Next Sunday, I'm gonna try to start putting out stuff starting tomorrow about next week as I get people to come on here and stuff and just start advertising it up. And then as we hit some more local folks, and then we might reach out to some regional people. um, I got a guy named Epic Eric who's part of Smallmouth Crush, who's huge on YouTube. And the other guy, Smallmouth Crush, Travis Manson, he's one of the regional pros for Monster Bass. But I love to get Epic Eric on here. And you want to talk about a crankbait guy and a historian on baits and antique baits. And wow, he can answer any of your questions when it comes. And buzz baits, I mean, the way he alters buzz baits and catches twice as many fish with it's amazing. And I always comment on his when he's in his bass tours. They won their that Bojangles tour on the Roanoke River systems over here in Virginia, and he lives in Pennsylvania. I want to get him on so bad, but I don't want to sound stupid. But he's a really super guy, and he's busy as all get out. I don't know if he ever would have the time, but I like to get him on. So I'd love to get John Cruz from Missile Baits on here. So, all righty, John's muting. People are talking in his background. So, all right, appreciate it being John, getting on here. I had fun.
Holler at you later, Benji.
Now we're definitely coming to see you, Ben. We're definitely
I'll come down and get into something.
Yeah, that's right. And that even if it means screwing off of a rusty lid. You off on the weekends, right?
Days. Saturdays and Tuesdays.
Saturdays and Tuesdays. Okay. All righty. We'll have to get with you early because I know you probably out doing stuff on Saturdays big time. Because that's about the only time I probably can. All righty. We're going to get off here. Talk to y'all next week.